Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Shatin Sawati is here from Biosciences with Shatareen Sawati with a new lecture from my plant sciences series, and this lecture is about the vascular bundles. But before discussing the vascular bundles, I have a very humble request to all of you. Kindly subscribe my channel, watch my videos, like my videos, and share my videos with others. If you are sharing the videos, you are sharing the lectures, it means you are sharing the knowledge. So keep watching and keep sharing knowledge with others. So now I'm starting my lecture about the vascular bundles. As we all know that I have discussed in my previous lectures about the plant angiosperms and gymnosperms and bryophytes and tritophytes and many more. So vascular bundles are present in the higher vascular plant. That's why they are called vascular plants, like gymnosperms and angiosperms, and as well as the seedless vascular plants, which are known as tritophytes. So vascular bundle is the characteristics of the vascular plant, which include the gymnosperm, angiosperms, and tritophytes. So vascular bundles are also known as compound tissues. Why they are called compound tissues? You will see in this lecture. These vascular bundles are composed of different types of the cells. So that's why they are known as compound tissues. And vascular bundles, vascular means they are transporting tissues, means they transport the food and water throughout the plant body. That's why they are known as vascular bundles. So in this lecture, I will share what is xylem, the structure of the xylem, types of the xylem cells, and phloem, structure of the phloem, types of the phloem cells. So keep watching my lecture. It will give you a lot of information about the xylem and phloem. So first of all, I am showing you a figure here which is about the monocot and dicot, and I have given you a concept about the monocot and dicot. So kindly watch my first lecture about the monocot and dicot. It will give you a lot of information, inshallah. So this diagram here, you can see the dicot and the monocot stem, and actually I want to show you the arrangement of the vascular bundle, which I have explained in my previous lecture, that vascular bundles in case of the dicot arrange in a ring. You can see here they are arranged in a ring, circular ring, but in case of the monocot, they are distributed throughout. So in this case, vascular bundles are not arranged in a ring. They are distributed, but in this case, they are arranged in a ring. So this is the basic concept about the dicot and monocot in case of or in terms of the vascular bundles. Now I'm moving towards the next slide. You can see here the plant body, and this plant showing the transport of the water and the food. As we all know that the roots which are in the soil, these roots with root hairs absorb the water and minerals from the soil, and this water and along with the minerals move towards the stem and leaves and all the branches of the plant through the xylem vessel, which I will explain in this lecture. So the water and nutrients, minerals which are absorbed by the from the soil through the roots, they reach to this water and mineral reach to all parts of the plant body through the xylem. And as we know that the food is synthesized in the leaves, so food transported to all parts of the plant body through phloem. So this is the basic concept about the xylem and phloem. One is the pipe like structure which conduct the water, and other pipe which is phloem which conduct the food to each and every part of the plant body. So they are the transport tissues in the plant. like in the human or other animals, the transport system is the circulatory system in which the blood circulates throughout the body. And similarly, in the plant, the water and the minerals and food nutrients, etc., move, transported, circulate in all parts of the plant body through the xylem and phloem. Now, who is he? He is Karl Negley, who discovered first the xylem and phloem. So I'm paying tribute to Karl Negley for a wonderful contribution by discovering the vascular bundles in the plant. So he is Karl Negley. I'm just paying the tribute to a great legend in the science and technology. So, first of all, I will discuss about the xylem. Xylem consists of, what is xylem basically? First of all, I will I will give you the introduction, and in this topic, in this case, I will discuss about the different types of the cells of the xylem. As you can see here on the slide, different types of the cells of the xylem. I will discuss one by one. So, what is xylem? Xylem is one of the two types of the transport tissue in vascular plants. And the xylem perform very important function in conducting the water. It transport water from roots to stem, leaves, and to all parts of the plant. The word xylem basically is derived from the Greek word xylon, which means wood. And I have shown you the photograph of the Karl Negley, and that person discovered or introduced in 1858 the xylem. Is it clear now? What is xylem? Who discovered xylem? And the word derivation is from the xylose, which means the wood. So, structure. Now I will discuss the structure of the xylem. Xylem consists of vessels, tracheids, and fibers. As I have told you that the xylem and the phloem are the vascular bundles, and they are also the compound tissues. Because why they are called compound tissue? Because you can see here they are made up of different types of the cells. Now this xylem consists of three types of cells: vessels, tracheids, and fibers. You can see here the vessel elements and the tracheids. You can see here, as well as the parenchyma cells too. You can see here, this is the parenchyma cell, this is the tracheid, and this is the xylem vessel. Now I will discuss one by one. First of all, tracheids. What are tracheids and which type of the cells they are? Tracheids are elongated cells. You can see here, this is the one single tracheid. And these cells are the most important part of the vascular tissue xylem. And these tracheids are those type of the vessel elements which do not have perforation plates. These tracheids don't have any perforation plates at their ends. They are tapering at the ends. They don't have any plate here. But throughout the tracheid, we can see here the small pores. These are known as pits. And very important thing about tracheid is that all tracheid elements develop a thick lignified cell wall. Their wall is thick lignified. Their wall is thick lignified, lignin material is deposited here. And one thing very important about the tracheid is that at the maturity, when they become mature, when these tracheids become mature, what will happen? The protoplasm, means the cytoplasm and all, lost, broken down and disappeared when they become mature. So water conduction is facilitated here. because of the loss of the protoplast. So this is the basic concept of the tracheids. What are tracheids? And perforation plates are absent. In this case, they are tapered at the ends, and they have pits, and their walls are lignified, lignin material deposited. Now, function. Tracheids perform two important functions. Number one, as we know that this is the conducting tissue, transport water. And the second one, they provide the structural support because they are highly lignified cells. Their walls are lignified, so they provide the support as well as help in the transport of the water. Now, what are the vessel elements? Second one, first tracheids, now second one, vessel element. A vessel element or a vessel member is one of the cell type formed in the xylem. The water conducting tissues of the plant. Vessel elements are typically found in angiosperms, but absent from the most gymnosperms like conifers. Must keep it in your mind. They are present in all angiosperms, but they are absent from most of the gymnosperms, especially conifers. That's why the reason is that the vessel, because of the absence of the vessel elements in the gymnosperm, the wood of the gymnosperm is soft and angiosperm wood is hardwood. Is it clear? The reason is that vessel elements present in angiosperms, so that's why their wood is hard, but absent in the gymnosperm, their wood is soft. Must keep it in your mind. This is very important. Maybe you have to solve a blank about that, or MCQ related to the presence or absence of the vessel elements and related to the wood of the gymnosperms and angiosperms. Now, vessel elements, these vessels form an efficient, as we know that they are the vessel elements like tracheids are the part of the xylem, most important cells of the xylem. So they help in the transport of the water, very efficient. And you can see here that in the diagram, this is the vessel element. And these vessel elements have lignified cell wall. One thing, their wall is lignified. And these vessels have at the end on both sides porous perforated plates present, and also on the surface they have small pits. Pits means pores. They have pores, and also at the both end of the vessel element they have pore or perforated plates. So that's why the water conduction through vessel element is more efficient than the tracheids. Now the structure. Only vessel elements have opening at both ends, as I have told you that at the both ends pores are present that connect individual vessel elements. As you can see here, the vessel elements connect with each other. 1, 2, 3, and so on. They are connected with each other through these pores. So water conduction is easy through the vessel element. The side walls, as you have seen here, the side walls also have small pits. Pits are pores for the efficient transport of the water and minerals along the neighboring cells, easily transported through these pits. Is it clear now? Now I'm moving towards the Xylem Parenchyma and Xylem Fibers. What? First of all, Xylem Parenchyma. As we know that parenchymatic cells help in the are very important and help in storage of their storing tissues or cells. So parenchyma cells of the xylem play a very important role in the storage of the carbohydrates, fats, and water, etc. Also play a very important role in the water conduction. And you can see here that these are the xylem parenchyma, and these are the vessels which are connected with each other, and these are the tracheids. Tracheids, as I have discussed, these are the tapering ends and have just pits That's why the water and minerals transported through these pits, diffuse through these pits, and move in cell to cell. Okay, ji. Now xylem fiber. Fibers means thread-like, thread-like cells. The xylem fibers are non-living parenchyma cells. They lose their protoplast at maturity. At maturity they lose में लॉस हो जाता है, लूज कर देते हैं ये अपनी प्रोटोप्लास्ट at maturity. These cells are found in between the tracheids and xylem vessels of the xylem tissues. Now I am showing you where they are present. These are the vessels and these are the tracheids. And in between the tracheids and vessels, xylem fibers are present. Because these are thread-like structure, so they are present. And they play a very important role in providing strength support to the plant. Okay, these cells are found in between and they are foreign parenchyma cells that developed, that their cell wall become lignified like the other vessels, element and tracheids. Is it clear? Now I'm moving towards the phloem. What is basically the phloem is? Phloem, which is the food conducting tissue. Food conducting cell or tissue, which is the vascular bundle, second vascular bundle, second compound tissue. And you can see here the number of the cells, which I will explain one by one. So what is phloem? Phloem is also introduced by the Karl Negley in 1858, and this is the Greek word which means bark. Phloem means, this is the Greek word which is used for the bark. So this is the living tissue in vascular plant that transport the soluble organic compounds, which are synthesized during photosynthesis and reach to each and every cell of the plant body through the phloem cell, mostly in the form of the sucrose. You must read this slide. Now I'm moving towards the structure. Structure, it consists of three types of the cells, like the xylem and vascular bundle. Phloem consists of sieve elements, parenchyma cell and companion cells. How many types of the cell? Three types. Number one, sieve element. Number two, parenchyma. And number three, companion cell. And you can see here in the diagram a very clear sieve tubes and companion cells and the parenchyma cell. Now I will discuss all these one by one. You can see here a very clear diagram and very beautiful arrangement of the companion cells, parenchymatous cells and the sieve tubes. And sieve tubes are called sieve tube because of the presence of the sieve at both ends, means porous plate. Perforated plate is present at both ends of the sieve tube. So that's why this is known as, you can see here, this is the perforated plate, sieve, which is present on both ends of the sieve tube. That's why the sieve tube is called sieve tube. So sieve element, which I have shown you, that consists of the sieve or the porous plate at both ends, and it has tube-like structure. Sieve tube has tube-like structure, which is used for the conduction of the food from leaves and green parts of the plant to all parts of the. So sieve elements are the type of the cell that are responsible for transporting sugar throughout the plant. Very important thing about the sieve tube, at maturity like tracheids, they lack a nucleus and have very few organelles, means they lost all these protoplast elements at maturity. Seed tube cells do contain vacuoles and other organelles such as ribosome, etc. before they mature. But at maturity, they lost all these things for the easy conduction of the food. Phloem parenchyma. Parenchyma cell, I have discussed that parenchyma cells help in the storage of the food. So the function is same here, performing the function of storage as well as help in and assist in conveying and transporting food. So the next cells, companion, friends. Companions mean friendly, assisting cells of other. So the metabolic function of the sieve tube members depends on the close in a close association cells, which are the companion cells. They play a very important role in the transport. They assist the transport through the sieve tubes, and you can see here the structure, and you can also read all related information to the companion cells. What are they, and what is the function, what is the arrangement, and you can see here the companion cells. You can see the phloem parenchyma cell and as well as the sieve tube cells. Sieve elements, they are also known as, and why they are called sieve tube elements or because they have perforated plates at both ends, and they are joined with each other at this perforated plate for the easy conduction of the water. Companion cell assist and help the sieve tube to transport the food material, and parenchyma cell help in the storage as well as assist in conduction. So I hope so the lecture is clear upon you people. If you have any question, kindly share with me, ask me. I will try my best to give you the answer. So keep watching my lectures, keep sharing, and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much. I will back with a new amazing lecture for you inshallah soon. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.